Okay guys, welcome. I'm SirLegna, and today we're going to teach you a little bit about some coding aspects that I've been doing. I'll start from a very high point. I'm going to really explain today how to empower StreamerBot to be much more powerful than what the little program you see right here is showing. One of the things StreamerBot has a lot of cool aspects to, and I'll show you like with the mouse movement. You can write C# code, and it's not as complex as it seems. A lot of this makes it very easy. Alongside that, StreamerBot comes with a lot of documentation, especially their API. And one of the cool things is if you go to one of their commands, so let's just go to a core one, let's say play sound. This is an option you get in StreamerBot. So if I hit cancel here, go down here, go to core, go to sound, play sound, and I get this option. And this is lovely. For very simple things, this will give you everything you could ever want. But you can actually get into the code and do code as well. However, if you've ever done coding, one of the great things is autocomplete. And they've started introducing it, as you can see here, but it's not fully there. For example, I have this cursor object, which is a point, which has some extra properties. So if I do cursor dot, it doesn't tell me that there's an X, a Y, an or, none of that. It just goes, yep, that's a value. Now CPH, the built-in library, it does give you auto suggestions. What we would love to get out of this is give us the power that StreamerBot gives us. The ability to play sounds, let's go to triggers. The ability, since I'm streaming on Twitch right now, the ability to detect when somebody follows us and get all these values, such as if they're subscribed or moderator or whatever. All that's really cool, but we're limited in what StreamerBot can do. And I really was feeling this effect this past week and a half, because I'm trying to do a dual stream on both platforms. Shoutout's a great example, because I need to know who you're shouting out to, how to get it in, and then I need to post it on both sides. I don't want to post it just on YouTube, and I don't want to post it just on Twitch. If you do a shout out, it should go to both sides. And that's what I've been trying to resolve. So the secret is making a DLL file, which is a dynamic link library. We're going to use C#. You can write dynamic link libraries in other languages. I wrote a bunch of C# code. Here's the post all code. It basically just calls the post message with get all sources, which is basically get Twitch and YouTube as a list. And then it does all this logic to make sure I'm not posting too many characters, and eventually it calls CPH and send it. But the great thing about this is when I go up to message, okay, I already have this code written, but let's say I want message. Not only do I get the autocomplete to tell me it, I get VS Code's smart analyzer stuff, which does other things, but let's ignore that for now. I also get all these help functions that I can be like, okay, what is count? And I'm like, I imagine I know what count is, but it also tells me. It takes a representation of sequence, and you're like, okay, that's a bunch of random stuff. But I can click on it and actually get to the source where it tells me the code. Now, this is low-level code. I don't expect anyone to understand it easily unless you've done code. But it gives a nice little summary, returns the number of elements in a sequence. In this specific thing, it's the message you want to post, So count's going to return me the number of characters in that message. So with this, I get all of that power of C# plus all the add-ons to StreamerBot. And one of the things I've been doing a lot with is, like I said, StreamerBot doesn't do a lot of autocomplete. Well, I can code up everything I would code up in StreamerBot, like posts or hello world, plus, and then I can just go, yep, this is what I want. I only need to copy this section, go into StreamerBot, go core C# execute code, and replace this all with that all, hit format, compile, and it's going to get me for a custom bot, but that's because I'm not using my DLL. So if I'm using DLL, and then I have all that code, and again, I had the autocomplete and all that stuff built in, which is great. I'm going to show you guys how to do the basics of around this. I'm going to show you the pitfalls I made, and then I'm going to show you how to overcome them so that you don't have those issues. First things first, you're going to need to get StreamerBot. It's relatively a simple process. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but you're going to go to StreamerBot, and you're going to download the streamer.bot file, not the speaker.bot. So you're going to hit download. It's going to download it. You're going to be fine. I trust you can figure that out. It's going to load up like this. We don't need to worry about any of this right now because you're going to learn this on other videos. I'm going to show you how to set up a DLL. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need a new project. I use VS Code or Visual Studio Code. In the grand scheme of things, you just need a library or an IDE that can create C# or DLL files however you'd like. I'm going to go through this process. If you have another IDE of your preferred, it should be relatively the same process. To do that in your favorite editor, you're going to go to New. You're going to go to Project. You're going to go to Library. You're going to want to know the project name is under the same name that you want it to actually exist in. To be what is going to eventually become your namespace. So if I go back to StreamerBot and open up this bit of code, this is the name you're setting. Is going to be the name you're going to put here. For this case, I'm just going to put test1. But of course, for your application, you might want to name it better. You're going to hit next. It's not going to give you the option you need for StreamerBot. They use 4.7.2, and it doesn't give you that option. At least it doesn't give me that option. So I'll show you how to hack it in to get it. It's just not here. So we're going to go 8 anyways, and we're going to hit create. Then the next thing you're going to want to do, unload the project. You want it to have these 5 lines. This is your target framework. When you're building your project, if you're like me, you won't be able to choose that target framework. So you have to put it in this code right here. Don't worry about any of these other things specifically. All of these are just requirements you just need to have due to StreamerBot. Platform target. If your StreamerBot is an x64, put x64. If it's not, put x86-64, whatever the other one is. I'll go through this. You do not have to add this manually. Unless your editor can't do this, then you'll have to put in the name of the DLL and the hint path to that DLL. Let's reload this project. There we go. If you're using VS Code to get those paths we just discussed, right click, add project reference, hit browse, find these projects in your StreamerBot file. You don't need JSON unless you're going to use JSON. If you want to use StreamerBot CPHs and stuff, you need to pour them into yours using the using function. If you want to use StreamerBot's CPH, which you need to do if you're going to do anything with it, you need to do some way to get the CPH. You either can do a constructor function like this with a private variable to store it, or you could do it where every function has its own invoke CPH capability. It really depends on how often you're going to do the function, which one you prefer. However, if you're going to do something without any of CPH and you just want to have the functionality coded up, then just make everything a static. Static class, static function, and then you can just do class.function, give it, and it will return you your answer easily. So that is those two key factors. Last thing, when you build it, we can go back to here. Oh, that looks good. We're gonna build. We can grab this, and you should see something like this. I generally just grab all of these. You, in theory, only have to grab the DLL or any associated DLLs outside of StreamerBot. But to me, these files are generally small, in total 1 megabyte. I don't have a big issue duplicating them on my computer. If you do, like I said, I believe you can grab only the ones that aren't StreamerBot specific. So I believe you just need these two for this example. You need to grab it from wherever you build it from. Go to your StreamerBot, go to your DLLs. You can do two things here. You either can drop the entire thing right into this folder. You just paste it right in there. Or you create a folder with the exact same name as your base DLL, and it will connect beautifully. If you don't do that, you will have issues. Then, the last step to connecting everything up, you can do two options here again. You can go to references and find that DLL here. Or you can go to settings, go to C# compilers and find that DLL here. If you do it in this one, it's across everything. You never have to do it again. If you do it the other way, you have to do it for each and every one. And start using test1. So now we're theoretically grabbing our code. Remember to thumb it, remember to cheer, show me the appreciation. Again, if you need any help anywhere in this process, reach out to me. I have a Discord. I have the comment section below. That is going to be it. It has been a blast. Like I said, it spent me about an entire week and a half to sort this out, and I'm glad to be able to share it with you finally. Remember to follow, subscribe. I do tech stuff. I do video game stuff. I'm making my own video games every now and then, so I'm certain that it's going to be a blast for the foreseeable future. I will catch you guys all later. Bye!